Ta-da! Oh, we lost Rowan. Well, hello and welcome to WIP Wednesday. We have a Rowan back.
Happening to me.
I have no idea what you just said.
I have no idea what keeps happening.
No, I think your internet's just really bad. Lovingly.
Yeah, I am on the top floor. It's to be expected.
For keen viewers, they may realize that we do not have a Sam today. Sam is family eating, and so we get a Rowan. Yay!
Hi, it's me. I'm Rowan.
Not a replacement, but a delight all the same. Today, I didn't hit start on the little intro. Let's go here. Today we are going to be working on our WIPs as is in the name. I hope. What are you working on? I need to go post places that we are live.
I am working on my book. It is called Nocturne. It is a gothic horror fantasy, loosely based off of the very odd setting in which I went to college.
That we went to college.
We went to college. Tiny school, something evil in the woods that surround it.
Yep, it's super accurate to the place we actually went.
Yeah.
I have something in my eye, and it is going to make me go insane. But it's fine. I feel like every time I'm on stream, I notice that there's something in my eye, and maybe it's because I only notice it when I'm on stream because I know not to go like this and fuck up my makeup.
Sometimes when I curl my lashes, it feels like there's something in my eye because I curled them weird.
I do not curl my eyelashes. I think I did a couple times before, but I could never really notice the difference. I wore fake lashes for like a whole week, and I loved the way they looked, and I could not stand the way they felt.
They're heavy in a way that is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was like, I can't get the feeling of my face feeling clean when I am wearing these, which makes it not an option. I was also at the beach, so sand did get in them.
You were wearing fake lashes at the beach?
Well, I was.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I was with my family, and we were on a beach vacation, and my brother's girlfriend offered to do my lashes, and so I said yes. And I really like the way they look, but I was like going in the ocean and shit, so there was like salt, and I like washed my face, but there was only so much that you could do.
No, I get
it. Yeah. I am working on Storm's Heir today. I know, big surprise. And I am hoping to, where I like have to, I've added in a whole new scene. Big surprise again. And it's hopefully making the next beat smoother, like the transition and emotions. And then also there is a level of like, oh god, I have to rewrite another thing. But no, it's cool. It's fun. It's cool. And I'm excited I figured it out last night. I have to review my notes from last night to make sure what I figured out actually makes sense. It is not just like insane ramblings when I'm too tired. And hopefully my notes are clear enough that I'm like, yeah, and then that thing we both know happens. And I'm like, what do we both know?
And then, he does the thing.
Yeah.
Rye does something awesome.
To Sam a couple weeks ago, and a couple days ago, I went and I listened to it, and the first half is so glitchy, and I think my phone was just like in the blankets, and then I pull it out, and I'm like, yeah, and then when Hal and Rye do that, it's the thing. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I listened to it so many times, and it was just so garbled in the beginning where I'm like, well, okay, I guess that's just...
That wasn't important.
Yeah, hopefully, because like the parts that I did hear, I'm like, yeah, this has been known. This is not a new like realization that you came up with. So I'm like...
Not a new revelation?
Yeah, about the story.
Yeah, no, I know. It's not something novel.
Okay, let's go into the sprint. And I fucked up Sam's backstage, so I don't know how to make it big because I think I accidentally deleted the thing and I'm too scared to tell her. So it's tiny. Yay! All right.
Yay. Okay.
That is the end of the buff sprint. I didn't put up banners or anything. Wow.
What is
So
this, your first day on the job?
literally, well, it is my first time running a stream from this studio.
Yeah. No, I
Uh,
get it. I jest.
Hi, Storm. Oh, are you coming over or not? Okay, she's below the desk now. Hi, Steve. Uh,
Hi.
we just finished our first sprint.
Yes, we did.
How'd you do, Rowan?
I actually feel zoned into writing for the first
Oh my
time in months. I
god.
think who knew that reading books in the genre you're trying to write helps you write your own book. This
Who
is
could have?
crazy. Crazy. I've read Don't Let the Forest In, and I just finished it
Okay,
this morning, which is
fair.
like a very similar plant horror, gothic horror at a boarding school, so very similar sort of vibes. The
It's also
prose
getting a
was
little bit of
fantastic.
existential horror,
Yeah,
or more like
yeah,
like there's other things out there. I don't know if that counts as existential horror.
it absolutely is. Yeah.
Okay. Steeg
But yes, I
says,
wrote about 300.
"Hey, he's homesick, so just watching YouTube and scrolling on his phone. Should be writing, but brain is all mush. I'm watching a
Take care of
vocal
yourself.
reacts to Glee. Oh, that must be uh,
Love,
very interesting. I got
love
around
Glee.
400 words done for a 5. And then I had to like delete a little bit from what I wrote yesterday, but I'm hoping, or I didn't delete it. I deleted a little bit and then like saved a chunk that I think I'll be able to use later in this sequence.
Mhm.
Just, like rehashed a little because I think my jokes were kind of funny. It's about like Rye thinking about writing a note for Hal and being like, what do I write? Like, I'm off to go with the prince to go steal from mercenaries who stole from a dragon. We'll try not to die. Um, so I'm
Just leave
like,
him a note that says BRB.
BRB, be right back. I totally won't see you for like a couple months, but hi. She's doing circles. Do you want to come on?
Stormy!
She's thinking about it. Come on. No. Okay. Um,
Perfect.
and Utah gets to come back.
Oh,
And
yay! Love him.
now I'm just having this like kind of antagonistic relationship with him and Rye for no fucking reason. Yeah, I think no, I think Rye
I think that's exactly what it should say. You're so right, Steve.
he would, and I think if Rye left that note, I would have to write the story would have to end there and then pick up from Hal's perspective as he's going to go hunt down his pseudo brother nephew friend, being like, I cannot, like, I am
Let
not,
this
as an
happen.
adult, as the responsible adult, he is not a responsible adult, that's his wife. No, he tries. He is. I'm infantilizing man. He is a responsible adult, but also will make bad decisions if he thinks it will help his family and rise his family. But definitely a side story of how. Actually, I kind of want to write a short of Hal's perspective on what has been going on.
It might be
Um,
good for you, a
yeah,
good
and
exercise for you to realize what the other characters are feeling as Rye runs away with the prince,
runs away with a
as one
prince,
does,
as one does.
as one does.
Uh, Pseudo brother nephew friend. Yeah, Hal's the one that
Exactly.
found Rye and as a baby in the forest with his adopted mother, Brunhilde. And she was injured and then like dragged. Hal was like, it sounds, last night I realized it sounds like I'm saying Howl, like Howl's Moving Castle, but I'm saying Hal, like Hal
Yeah.
Jordan. But and then dragged them baby and then dragged large woman back to the town. It was like he's like 16 at this point. Like I found a baby and an injured person. Help. And kind of views, yeah, he's like friends with Brunhilde, but like she's older than him significantly, but they're both on the guard, but she's the captain of the guard. And he's like, this is my little brother. but also like my nephew kind of, because I am 16 years older than him. And then he was also Rye's gay awakening at one point, and then Rye went, ugh, ew. He's like, I literally have the line, it's like, we got, distracted by Hal being shirtless and then realized it's Hal. And immediately that crush died before it even fully became a crush. Uh, uh, Picking up babies and large women in the woods, the future of the limbs blind. You know what? Maybe it is.
The future is bright and beautiful.
Yeah. Hopefully not injured women in the woods, but picking up women in the woods, sure. Hey, I say to the.
Not the weirdest thing you can find in the woods.
No, it's not. As your book is about the woods, but bad things in the woods.
Elio is literally about to see his friends in the woods doing some bullshit.
Because it sounds like you're saying they're having sex. But I think
No,
that's
but
me thinking about the
that's
actual
what
school he went to and putting it on your gothic horror version of the school he went to.
That's what everybody thinks that they're doing. And they just let people believe that because the real answer is weirder.
No, injured woman's what the Republicans want too soon.
Oh, damn.
No, I don't think the truth is too soon. But yeah, everyone thinks they're going in to go. But there's like 3 or 4 of them, right? So they think
there's 3 of them. They think everybody at that school thinks those 3 are in a sex cult, and they just turn their mind, turn their head, mind their business.
Yeah.
Because everyone at the school is good at minding their business, except for when they're not. They're gonna make jokes and gossip about it, but they're never gonna talk to them about it.
Yeah, everyone's minding their business, and Ellie was like, "I have questions, actually."
Guys, no, I do have a question.
Of minding my own business.
He's incapable of minding his own business, and he has somewhat of a vested interest in making sure that those 3 aren't in a sex cult.
Him and Rye just like, yeah, let's not mind our own business.
Well, to be fair, Elio has never once minded his own business in his life, and one of those clowns is his business, unfortunately. One of those clowns is very much his best friend who has been...
Used to be his business, and then decided not to be his assistant anymore, and he did not agree to that.
It's still up in the air somewhat. They're on weird terms right now, because he was his business for years and years and years, and then he disappeared off the face of the earth for a year, and then he got to college, and Connor was there. Connor, who's from Shanghai, and went to college in Shanghai as far as he knew, disappeared for a year, and then he started college, and his best friend from China was at his school.
That is just like, you're not supposed to be on this continent.
You are supposed to be in another time zone. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Who are these women that are with you, and why is one of them so mean to me? And why am I hearing rumors that you're in a sex cult with them?
And not with me.
He hasn't gotten to that yet.
He hasn't gotten to that. Yeah, with Rye, I keep having him be like, just looking at Jason and be like, there's a pensive frown on his handsome face. Anyways,
Anyway.
And he's like, yeah, he's handsome. Okay, moving on. It's just a fact for Rye at this point. And meanwhile, Jason is like white-knuckled grit, being like, why is he so handsome? Why is he so pretty? Oh my god, he looked at me. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about the fact that how similar your guys are to Wonsoon? Shall we talk about that?
Yeah, I have thought about that. Yeah.
It's great. And I love it. They're not that similar.
No, but it is semi purposeful.
Purposeful.
Thank you. Yeah, but I'm okay with it.
I like it.
Inspired by, but not the exact same.
No, definitely not.
Roshan is much smarter than Rye.
Rye's trying his best. He's got a good heart.
I was talking to my roommate the other day, and I was like, yeah, so Jason is like the prince, and he has all these like lineage and moral conundrums and complications, and the desire to just do good. And he's super smart, and he's really passionate about being a leader, and blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. And he has like so many conflicting mental things going on. And then Rai is just a guy, and he is only involved in plot because he's a dragon.
Rai is the sopping wet dragon he found on the side of the road.
And he will not mind his own business. With what statement?
I presume about Connor and Elio.
Oh, yeah.
About Elio. I don't know if Elio wants to necessarily be in a sex cult. He is going to involve himself in what... I can't say that what Imogen and Najee and Connor are doing isn't a cult.
But the sex part.
The sex part is not what they're doing. It's just...
No. But the sex part is what Elio wants to be doing.
With Connor, specifically.
Yes, with Connor. Not the rest of them.
But that's been a thing since he was 12. He's kind of over it at this point.
How old are they now? 19?
18 and 19.
Okay.
12-year-old crushes are ridiculous, and the fact that he is still... Yeah, I don't have a good poker face at all.
12-year-old crushes were what?
12-year-old crushes should not last as long as they have for my poor boy Elio Castillo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The fact that he's still here is honestly a little embarrassing, dude.
The fact that
stand up.
Slash friend ditched him for a year and then is still there. And then the crush like remains like, oh.
It's like, please, for the love of God, stand up.
And he can't be
this
like,
is embarrassing.
I got over you, because he didn't get over him.
No, in fact, it was all he thought about for an entire year.
It's
embarrassing.
Does he have friends outside this school?
Sort of. People didn't love him at his old school. He was seen as kind of like, let's say people thought he had a really short fuse. Mm. And he did. He very much did.
Yeah.
But like most of his friends were online. Connor being one of them in his Discord Doctor Who spaces.
Is there another online friend that knows about what happened between them, that he like is filling in on what's happening, or is he on his own here?
He's on his own here. I guess he could. I've never really thought about his other friends just because he was so desperate to get out of there that, he has other online friends. Connor wasn't his only friend that he made online. Yeah. He can text his old friend, you will never guess who I just ran into.
You know Connor from Shanghai? It's now Connor from, I don't know where you're basing the school.
It's still in Massachusetts.
Okay, it's still in Massachusetts. All right. Which Massachusetts is a state.
Yes, it's also it's not in Great Barrington, but it is in a fictional Berkshires town. It's in a fictional small town in the Berkshires that I made up.
Homes. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Massachusetts has a vibe as a state.
Massachusetts feels, we've got one side, which is Boston Patriots Dunkin' Donuts. The other side is Berkshire's Ancient Haunted.
Yeah.
Pretty Leaves.
Haunter. Pretty Leaves. I was not familiar with his game. Elio's or Connor's or...
Rise.
Rise? I
don't know if Rai really has game.
No. Well...
Rai doesn't really have game. Connor has game in the way that he's going to flirt with the person he has a crush on by brushing his teeth for him, which was a fun scene to write. That was actually genuinely fun.
Yeah, you were texting me about it, and I'm like, it
makes sense in context.
Put a thing in your mouth, but like not in a sexy way.
No, not in a sexy way at
Not in a
all.
sexy
In
way.
fact, in a way that's
In a
mildly uncomfortable.
yeah. Mr. Super Hulag.
Elio totally would have been a super hulock.
As he should be. You know what? Don't shame him for that. Don't shame
No,
him for that.
I'm not
I
shaming
think
him for that.
okay, good.
I'm sorry, someone who has seen all 3 of those shows and is still on Tumblr, I have no ground to stand
I
on.
only got on Tumblr post my
All
obsession
of
with
that.
all those 3. All right.
See what he
YouTube
does.
has moved us on to the next one and asked me if we were still watching, which we are. We didn't turn off the little sounds. So let's enter our next sprint and see you on the other side. Thank you for hanging out with us, Steve. We went over by 5 minutes.
Whoopsie. No way.
I think so.
Whoopsie. Why didn't the thing make a noise?
I turned it off, which I
Oh
know
yeah, that'll do it.
was a mistake.
Well,
Uh,
clearly we were just so zoned in and so
so
locked
zoned
in.
in. Can I just like mute this? Okay, so it's muted. So I'll hear a noise on the next one, but you guys won't. How'd you do?
I did, honestly, I think pretty good. I wrote about 300, 400 words, somewhere between there. I'm finally getting to the meat and bones of the action, so I can. It feels like something is finally happening, and I get to write the first hunt that Elio witnesses, and I've been looking forward to this moment the whole time. So
Yay!
I'm there. What about you?
I got 523. We have gotten into the tunnels, did a little Utah and Rye back and forth, and now we're back. We're in Hal's room, and Rye started leaving a note, but now Hal is right about to arrive. Like the handle's turning on the door. And I'm like, I went back and I checked the previous scene in these rooms to like make sure I like noted the fact that there was a desk because we need the desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. I was reading it. I was like, wow, this is so much better than what I'm producing right now. My brain just feels.
I mean, that's fine.
Which is fine. It's This will be one of my chapters that at the end of this draft I'll reread, or re-edit before declaring draft 2 done. Which is
you're only on draft
for the chapters that I'm like, I rewrote this chapter. Like this isn't an edit at this point. This is a still first draft version, prose wise.
I have a couple of chapters. I have a feeling I'm going to have to rewrite chapter 6, just because not only is it bad, it's boring. It's not that bad. I struggled through chapter 6 for like a month and a half, so I know I'm going to have to go through it again.
That's
so I feel you there.
The book is so fucking long where I'm like, I am worried about that I'm forgetting things as I'm going through and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. How are you keeping track of your notes?
What do you mean my notes?
Your like draft notes. Are you keeping each draft notes? I know you have your notebook, but are you like, do you have somewhere overview?
Like, things I have to edit, like that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Or
are you keeping track of all of that amongst, because you have like a paper copy that you're working off of and the digital copy. How are you keeping all of that? Oh, okay. Beautiful.
Yeah. So like in the notebook, which is almost out, all right, like the scenes I have to like planning out scenes and stuff like that, and then I have at the front of my binder, which is in the kitchen, I have like as I'm writing this draft, I need to go back and do this thing, like change someone's name or change a scene or that kind of stuff, where I realize, but I've already in this pass through past that. So it's either something to focus on in the next edit or at the end of this edit, which I think it's the end of this edit because I feel like with a draft, you want to get the draft as good as possible before you start from the beginning again.
Yeah.
And see new issues. So I'm like, I have a list of things that I'll do. It's like when I sent you the like first couple of chapters at the front are like, these things I already know I want to change. It's that same list, but now longer. I got parts. Yeah.
Yeah. It just made me think that I probably should open my notes
to have like what you need to edit as you go through.
Yeah, more just over line by line I have in the actual document. But
you mean like your outline?
Yeah, I have like a separate thoughts and ideas document from my outline. You'll be so proud of me. I'm actually kind of sticking to my outline.
I am proud of you. I feel like this is my outline and I go like this.
Yeah,
Which,
me
as
too.
long as it stays on track, okay. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I've been doing the same. I've been trying to cut out some unnecessary length just because, like, I've talked about it on stream before and I've talked about it with you. I feel like it is maybe taking a little too long to ramp up,
mhm.
but so I'm trying to cut out some superfluous time in between Elio knowing that they're lying to him and him finding out what they are actually doing.
Yeah. Um,
I in
yeah.
my outline I initially spent way too much time in between those two things and I'm like he would not be able to stew in that for that long.
Like page wise, a long amount of time, or like literal time wise.
Kind of both.
Hmm.
Page wise it would have like I wanted there in the initial outline to be a couple of days in between him being like these bitches are lying to me and him making a terrible plan to stake out in his own bedroom and watch them. That
Mm.
Connor interrupts because he's like, "You're a stupid bitch." Elio's
Everyone
not a
told
stupid.
him.
No, Connor would never say that. Well, he would think it, but he would never say it. So instead, he's like, "These guys are lying to me." They all go to class together, and then the next day they don't show up for class in the morning. And he's like, "I knew they were lying to me."
Yes. Yes. I remember this now.
So
Um,
yeah, just ramping things up on my end.
yeah, the chapter, because I'm adding in the extra scene,
Yeah.
is already longer than the original chapter. Um,
What are
and
you at now?
it's not
Total word
100,
count wise?
it's 140 right now, but
Nice.
it's going to be more than that. Um, I'm hoping. Ooh, I'm hoping at the end of all the drafts, it's under 150. But I don't know if that is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Partly because I'm literally worried about like agents and publishers being like, no, we don't want it based on the word count being too long. Because like a do not submit thing for agents and publishers is word count. Like there is a word count limit, especially for debut authors, and this would be
Yeah,
considered my debut
but
or
that's based
re-debut.
on genre, isn't it? For the most part.
Yes, but my genre is romance, kind of romantic. It's romantasy, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
aren't romantasy books like on average meant to be longer?
Yeah.
Fantasy in general is longer. I know that, and if it's a romantasy, I would have to imagine the average word count. Like those books are like 500 to 700 pages on average.
Mm, yeah, romantasy. They want like 90,000 to 110, which I'm past that
Mm-hmm.
by
Really,
a.
that doesn't feel like very much for a fantasy. A fantasy needs to be chunky because you have so much more legwork to do in setting up the world.
Obviously, these aren't exact.
No,
Uh, yeah.
like I'm writing contemporary horror. Obviously, mine is on average going to be shorter than yours. So it feels like there should be more wiggle room for your genre.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just seeing. I can't find like an official thing. This is definitely something I need. This is further down the line. Like I've said before, I
Yeah.
need to tell the story the best it can,
First.
and then go from there. Um, and I do think right now I do think it's in the growing stage because I'm adding in scenes and stuff. But I do think it will contract after that of me being
Yeah.
able to cut things that I say multiple times, or just even the prose themselves, making them more concise. And all that fun stuff. So I don't think it's,
Yeah. Yeah,
although
that's a draft
I'm
for.
very aware of it, I'm trying. The smart, logical part of my head is like, don't stress over it, even if I am a little stressing over it.
Yeah, you can tell yourself not to stress, but if you are stressed,
That's just how it be sometimes.
It's just how it be sometimes. If it makes you feel any better, I'm gonna be way over my initial count too. I was expecting for it to be like 70K. I'm
Mm,
not even at the halfway point and I'm already at 35. So
yeah, it'd be like that.
so we're all gonna be a little over where we initially estimated.
Yeah, my initial estimate I think was 130 to 135, or like 135 to 140, for like my this draft being done. And every day it seems
Mm,
Fox's guess of 172,000 words is going to be more likely. Um,
yeah. I mean,
it's
I do
probably
think that 130 is going to be your final word count. I have a feeling that when you get to the end, it's going to be somewhere closer to there, but not right now.
okay. I like your faith in that. You can join in on the cheesecake bet for the next round of drafting because right now Fox, Sam, and I have a slice of cheesecake on the line that the other two are going to buy for whoever's closest on the guess. And I've already lost. I'm past my guess, so it's between
My
Fox.
guess for you was 145, so past mine as
Okay,
well.
now you're not past you. God, that is so loud. I know you guys can't hear it, but it was very loud on my end.
Very
All
loud.
right, we're on
All
to
right.
our third sprint, which is our third long sprint, and then we'll have a wrap up 15 minutes.
Yep. All right. See you on the other side.
Hello. Welcome back. End of the sprint. Hello, kitty cat. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, trying to move my mouse over to get back to here, and someone is right in the way.
He's helping. I got 350 words done that sprint.
I only got 175. But
were you
still pretty
distracted
good.
by a furry creature?
Yeah. Someone didn't want me to use my keyboard and knocked my mouse off of the mat set time. Because you have a terrible personality.
Hal has shown up and is like, he's like, where have you been, kid? And I really want to be like, where have you been, Loca?
Where have you been looking? Who's to say that someone hasn't written Twilight in your universe? Who is to say that? You could say that.
Yeah, I'm saying that right now. Twilight.
You have no fun.
My thing. Vampires, actual vampires might exist, but Twilight does not.
No one's written genre fiction about the vampires that do exist. Excuse me.
Forks Washington is their, like, Lord of the Rings. It's like, that's
George Washington?
Forks Washington, like where Twilight.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean? George Washington is canon? George Washington, but not America. George Washington.
Just some guy with wooden teeth that owns slaves. I'm sure there's plenty of those, but
oh my god. So what I'm hearing is 2 new things that you have to add to your lore are George Washington and Twilight.
No, I'm not doing.
Just keep that in mind while you're writing. No, this one's for free. I'm letting you have this for free. Don't even worry about it.
I'm not accepting it. I would like a return. I'll pay you to return this idea, actually.
I don't take returns. I do this for the love of the game.
So I have Hal like freak out a bit over Rye disappearing for a day without word, and then Rye's like trying to explain, like, Ma told me to find someone if something ever happened to her. I did. That's Winifred from the shop. She's my mom's wife. Ex-wife? I'm not sure. They used to be married. She's helping get a cure for Mom. She has this apothecary friend. Well, kind of friend. He's helping. I'm sorry for ditching you like that. It was shitty of me. I'm like, Rye, you're so bad at explaining things. And I know it's me writing you being bad at explaining things, but I'm like, it's a bit. Things being like, hey, what? And him being like, let me give the worst, like, nonsensical explanation possible, but technically all of the information is in there.
Well, he's never going to be a bard. He can tell a story to save his life.
No. He would be a ranger.
Probably.
Yeah.
And Jason would be like able to weave a tail.
There. Jason's the NPC they need to save.
Jason's a paladin.
Yeah. But without like the religious aspect at all.
He's just devoted to a cause, doesn't necessarily have to be. He is my friend.
And then I got to that, and Hal sighs a long drawn out sound that borders on silly. It pulls Rye's eyes back to his face. One thing I will always fucking be mentioning when I'm writing or words is someone's eyes, what their eyes are doing, like their gaze, their eyes, that shit. And I will constantly be using the word before. Like, it's terrible. I didn't notice it until like a month or two ago, and now I cannot unsee it. When I write, like, he does this before they can do that, before he sighs before doing this, and I'm like, this needs to stop, actually, before I kill someone.
I talk about eyes a lot too. It makes you feel any better.
Yeah, I mean, they're
just important. A great Important
Yeah.
is a great way to gauge how someone is feeling.
Also the word pool. Like, just the word pool I'm using a lot. Most of the people are opening doors a lot right now. Because we're in the castle, and so there's secret doors, there are normal doors, we're listening to doors open. Like,
A lot of doors in the castle. You need to.
we need to get out of here. We need to leave. This is why Rye uses so many fucking windows, is because I cannot handle talking about doors anymore. Rye,
In your defense, castles notoriously have a lot of doors.
they do, and rooms. And then we have the
And
component of
rooms.
secret doors, which now all of the doors are like doubled. Not actually, but kind of. I'm not sure how detailed I want to make the fact that there are tunnels going through the entire castle be, because we're going to be there in the next book with Yuta, who I've now established knows all of the tunnels. He's been there for like a week and a half since finding out there was tunnels, and now this man has all of them memorized, which is super in character for him. Like that is yeah, that makes sense for him. He's like, hi, I'm an assassin who's trying to go around and get information in this castle, and you just gave me secret passageways no one else has access to. I'm going to
probably made a map.
Yeah. It's like winning the lottery.
He's probably got a map already.
Yeah, well, I feel like he wouldn't write the map down because it'd be in his head.
Mental map.
Yeah, he's smart, unlike Rye. So.
Rye is not dumb. You keep making him sound like he's a moron.
No, he's not dumb.
It's making character talking about your main character as if he's dumb is also just very important.
Yeah, it's funny.
He's way dumber than he actually is.
Yeah. He makes connections. I also realized last night that I need Rye to realize that the thing that was stolen from the dragons is an egg much sooner. That was a reveal that was like at the end of the book. Originally it was at the end of the book, and then it was when Jason realizes that Rye was a dragon that was stolen by the mercenary group. He's like, oh shit, the other thing we're going after is also a dragon. And lovingly, I do think Rye gets to make that realization sooner. Like, I can't have him have the realization that my mom stole me, but I have no idea what this thing that the dragons or that the Dawn stole this time from the dragons is. I'm like, it's a fucking egg. It's another fucking egg. Like, come on.
There's no way they would go that crazy if it was anything else.
Yeah. Hello, Monty Toy Van. I'm gonna call you Monty. We were writing our books. I'm writing a gay romantasy, which is a romance fantasy novel, and Rowan is writing.
I am writing a contemporary horror thriller.
And they said Moni is fine. Sorry, I totally thought there was a that for the eye.
It's quite small on our screen.
It is. Well, I have it up on the side as well, so I have no excuse.
Oh, yes, but you just can't read then.
Yeah, I can't read. I'm actually illiterate. Ignore
we know that.
And the 140,000 words I have written in this book. I am illiterate.
That's still just a crazy number.
I actually just hit the keyboard and nothing happens. Well, like stuff happens, but I don't know what it is. Boy and a boy. Yeah.
Me as well. But I've also got girls and girls.
I don't know how to write about girls. And I've got non-binary and boys and non-binary and girls and all other.
I've never written about a straight person ever in my life.
I have straight people. I represent the straights. I have a token straight couple, and they're like a little comfort straight couple, and they get to exist.
I don't have one, but I also only have characters, so.
Yeah, I have a lot of characters because it's a big book, and they're traveling around a lot.
And right now they're going through a lot of doors.
They're going through so many doors, or people are coming through doors, and we can't already open and close. Well, Rye has like the super senses, like he has enhanced senses, and so he's hearing like footsteps and doors opening and shit like that. And I'm like,
maybe he doesn't always have to notice the door opening, but he can hear like the doorknob. He can hear the doorknob.
Yeah.
Or he can hear
in the
some
lock.
hear wood scraping against it. Like, there are ways to imply that a door is opening without mentioning the word door again.
Yeah. My book it's 123. It's 23 chapters right now, but I'm splitting one of those chapters into. Actually, it's 21 chapters, and I'm splitting one of those chapters into 2/3 chapters. So it's going
mine
to be
is
5-ish.
Yeah, mine. I've only on chapter 7 of. I'm shooting for 20. But I'm still on my first draft, and CB is on her second.
I am on my second.
Because you absolutely flew through that first draft. I can't believe you. Have we all taken a moment to discuss the fact that you wrote 140 or 120 something thousand words in like months?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you wrote most of that in 6 months.
I came up with this idea when we were at Simon's Rock.
But you wrote
I was
so
at
much
like
of the book.
30K when I graduated college. So I wrote like, no, I was farther than 30K.
70.
I don't know. I wrote a lot in the year after graduating.
And yes, 23 is a lot.
It is a lot.
23 is a lot of chapters.
How old I am. But yeah, so yes, it book long.
Book long. You're also writing genre romance and genre fantasy, so it's gonna be thick and chunky.
Hopefully that is hopefully it's a like nice amount of chunky and not like, oh, this is too much to get through. But that's future CB's problem, so sucks for her.
That is future's problem, and also like you have so many editors and you have so many beta readers that can tell you once you're done with your second or third draft how it feels to read through the whole thing. Like, I know I plan to sit down in a couple of afternoons and read through the whole thing just in a single sitting, just to give you a vibe check. Anyway.
And I read through the first draft in 2 sittings, I think. No, I will be recruiting beta readers probably near the end of this year. No, that's a lie. Let's do probably around summer. I don't know. At some point. So subscribe and all that stuff to keep updated on that.
Yeah.
And I'll be posting
back
when I do start recruiting betas. And so so I'm like being zen about the fact that this book has a lot of work. You're new to reading and writing channels. I enjoy them. I follow some people who talk about books, and obviously writers, and then it's a good way to connect with other writers if you are one, and learn about writing. That's a lot of my learning about the craft of writing before I went to college was from YouTube, and then articles and stuff like that. And then once I went to college, it was a lot of reiterating what I had already learned, and then specifying it to screenwriting. That it's cool to find so many authors and building their niches and stuff like that, which is cool.
And this is a good community, I think. I really like this specific community that we're part of with Sam and everybody.
Yeah.
Keeps each other accountable and
Storytellers Hearth. That whole
thing. Makes it fun.
I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Los Angeles, but I'm from the East Coast.
And I'm on the East Coast. So we have quite the time difference.
Yeah. It is nearing our last sprint for the day for the stream. It'll be a 15-minute sprint. This is a wrap up where it's kind of like finishing off what you were working on today, if you can, and then we'll do a little bye-bye, and then that'll be the end of our stream. But we stream every Wednesday. Moni, if you are interested in that. Okay, I'm going to mute us a little early because
Okay.
Sam's like, is streaming fun? And I go, still streaming. And she goes, is it currently fun? All right. See you on the other side.
And we're back. Did you lose us?
I did because I had to pause my music first. Um, I am actually going to cut us off pretty quickly because my roommate is home. So we're not going to do the 10-minute ending, but 1 second, let me yell to her.
Hi, secret roommate's name I do know, but I'm not going to air on the internet.
How did you do that sprint? I'll wrap up.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
I saw how many words I wrote. Or I wrote a paragraph and I saw how many words I wrote, which is 1,000 today.
I did
So pretty
180
good.
that sprint. I did. Let's see how many I did total. Let's go from two large shoes. 1,400. That feels wrong,
Nice.
but let's go with it. I'm feeling so tired, even though I have not been up long enough for it for me be valid in my being tired.
Yeah,
But
that's okay though.
thank you for filling in for Sam,
Always happy to.
keeping me company. Uh,
Always.
Next time, WIP Wednesday is on Sam's channel at some time during Wednesday at an undetermined time because it fluctuates. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining. Goodbye.
Bye.